Land is just becoming an asset that more people want. They tell me on the phone when they're buying, they're like, I'm not sure when I'm going to make it out there. I just know I want to own some land. I'm hearing that more and more, and there is so much opportunity in land. There's plenty of opportunity for more people to come into this business, even just by buying a 5-acre parcel. If you can get in the space, in the land space in some way, I think it's going to bode so well for the future. You have 25-year-olds who are making 6-7 figures every year. Today in this episode, I'm going to be talking about my 3 predictions for the land market in 2024. I'm going to connect this some to land flipping. I'm also going to talk about some other things just with land in general, what I am predicting for the market, what we are going to see. I'm going to try to link it back always to land investing, how you can make more money in land investing. So stay tuned for these 3 things. I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited for the market in 2024. I think big things are coming in land. I think there's so much opportunity. One of the biggest things I see as an opportunity in land is the education space. And I'm just talking about learning about land. There is so many things you can do to make money in land, whether it's subdividing, whether it's entitling, whether it's flipping, whether it's adding a minor improvement, putting a mobile home on the lot, splitting the lot and putting a campsite, all these different opportunities in land. If you can get in the space, even just by buying a 5-acre parcel, if you can get in the space, in the land space in some way, I think it's going to bode so well for the future. And that's why I'm so excited about just the people I see coming up in this business, how much money they're making. You have 25-year-olds who are making 6-7 figures every year. And I'm really, really opportunistic about 2024 and beyond. But let's get into it. Number 1 is land prices are going to go up. And I don't think this is strictly with land because interest rates are expected to drop in 2024. So I do think a lot of forms of real estate are going to go up, other than like office space, which is in a pretty steep decline right now, and the market's really struggling in a lot of markets. But land as a whole is going to go up in value, is what I'm predicting. And I think there's a couple reasons behind this. I think number 1, interest rates are dropping, so borrowing money is cheaper. I think that as a whole, when interest rates go down, real estate goes up. Obviously, it's not cut and dry like that always happens. But as a whole, when money becomes cheaper, property, real estate goes up in value. And the second reason I think this is because land is just becoming an asset that more people want. I think it happened since COVID, honestly. I think since COVID, land is an asset class that more people want. More people, what we are seeing with our end buyers are a lot of people who live in Atlanta, Georgia, and we're selling a parcel 2-3 hours outside of Atlanta in rural Georgia. And just those are the people that are buying it up. People, and they tell me on the phone when they're buying, they're like, I'm not sure when I'm going to make it out there. I just know I want to own some land. I'm hearing that more and more over the last 18 months or so. So I think the average person, more people are going to want to own land. And that is getting into number 2, which is really what that is. It's number 2, I think in 2024, this is just going to increase. I see it in my friend circle who aren't in land at all, but you hear them talking about, I want to own land. And it's not necessarily they want to own a 20-acre parcel and build a house on it. It's just, I want to own land. I think just going back as far as you can in time, like owning land means something. Like it really does. You're owning a piece of the earth. Whatever you decide to do with a piece of land, if you just want to pass it down from generation to generation, we have sellers all the time that we talk to that like this has been in my family for 100 years, and I don't want to sell it right now. Call me back in a year and check, and maybe I will. So land is something that I think it's coming back to the roots where people are willing to get out of the cities, willing to go into rural America, want to hunt, want to do all these different things, want to experience some time away from a busy city. And like I said before, I think COVID kind of drove this need and this want where people necessarily didn't have to go into the office to work every day or anything like that. But I am seeing that so much in the market right now. Average people wanting to buy land. I think this goes hand in hand with number one, with the prices going up. When demand increases for things, prices go up. Like I said, with number one, interest rates dropping are going to make the prices go up. Increased demand is going to really, really drive prices up. I think some areas outside of Chattanooga, Tennessee, outside of Mobile, Alabama, which is pretty close, outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, these are growing markets. They might be past that like initial growth phase, which was very, very steep, but these markets have such a bright future. I'm constantly, especially, I talk to developers all the time outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's just getting farther and farther from the cities. 5, 10 years ago, they were building houses 10, 15, 20 minutes outside the cities. Now they're 45 minutes, an hour outside of cities. And these are hot markets because of Charlotte. And they're an hour outside of the cities. And this is cities all across the country. Nashville, I said Chattanooga, obviously like Austin, Texas, Houston, all those Texas cities are blowing up right now. Vegas, and it's just getting farther and farther from cities. And land is becoming more and more desirable as you get farther and farther outside these cities. Coming into number three, and this is going to really tie in to land investing, land flipping. I think other real estate experts, people who are wholesaling houses, people that are flipping houses, people that are whatever it is, buy and hold. I think there are going to be a ton of people who come into the land space. I've seen it more over the last 6 to 8 months. People seeing opportunity, like people come to where opportunity is, and there is so much opportunity in land. There's plenty of opportunity for more people to come into this business, but I think those people are going to start to see it just takes one or two people that they know making a lot of money in land for them to like, okay, I need to try this out. If they're successful in wholesaling houses and they're minded to what land is, to the possibilities of land investing, I think they're going to come over. Like, I just don't think there's any doubt that in the next 6, 8, 12 months, people from these industries, and it's slowly happened. Like, it has slowly happened. It's not like this is a new thing. People coming over from an industry that's getting oversaturated to an industry that has extreme opportunity. So I think you're going to see that. They're going to come over with different strategies. That's the thing. There are so many people get scared away from competition. And if someone's in their market, they don't want to do anything. These wholesalers, that's the advantage of what these wholesalers do, is they come over and there were 100 other competitors in their market that they were trying to house flip or that they were trying to wholesale houses. They're not scared away by that competition. That's the advantage of when you have wholesalers come over, when you have house flippers come over, and they come into this industry, land flipping, where there is so little competition, and if they buy into the different processes, the differences within land and houses, because there are differences, and that the people that I see that fail, that come from house flipping, that come from wholesaling, are closed-minded in the differences between the two industries. Because land is not the same as houses. Houses are not the same as land, as you obviously know. But the people who come over open-minded, these people are absolutely killing it because there is so much opportunity. They come in, they do big projects, they do $1 million deals. They are just really taking on some big projects, and it's really cool to see. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited to partner with some of them. I'm excited to help some of them learn about this industry because there's so much opportunity in it, and they have a skill set with wholesaling. The advantage of wholesalers coming over is they know how to get things under contract. They know how to close deals. They know how to make deals happen. They're okay negotiating. They're salespeople. So they really can come over and make a big impact. They can do really well if, like I said a couple of times, they buy into the differences. So number one, prices are going to increase. Number two, the average person is going to want to buy land. They're going to want to own land an hour away from where they live, 5 acres, 10 acres, whatever the situation is. Number three, other real estate experts are going to come into land flipping. I want to go back real fast to number one. Prices are going to increase because I want to link in one more thing that is going to help us as land flippers. As prices increase, let's say someone's property is worth $100,000 today. It's not crazy. And they bought it. Let's say they bought it 10 years ago for $25,000, which isn't a crazy number at all. It's worth $100,000 today. 12 months from now, that property could easily be worth $150,000. Our advantage with us sending out letters with prices on it, offering to buy these land, these people are going to have more equity. They're going to be more willing to liquidate their land to us because they have some great equity in it, because they're looking for an easy way out of their property. I think as land prices go up, there is so much opportunity for land flippers because you can offer higher prices. You can offload properties faster when you go to sell properties. And we've seen it the last probably, I don't know, 6, 8 weeks. As interest rates, they started to say interest rates are going to go down. There are more buyers in the market. And I think that is honestly going to create more sellers because prices are going to go up. We can offer more money. We're offering, like, as I go, I see these next 6 months on a property I might have offered $25,000 for today. 4 or 5 months from now, I might offer $35,000, $40,000. And these sellers are looking at it completely different. That's why when you're pricing your letters, when you're doing all of that hard work, getting that accurate is so, so important, and trying to give your best offer. Don't overprice things. I'm not saying that. Don't expect prices to go up, but use recent comps so you can look at this and get aggressive offers out to these sellers. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have not already, please hit the subscribe button below. It really helps us grow, really helps spread the channel, the Apke Brothers, everything like that. Other than that, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
As always, thank you for joining. Please do us a huge favor and like and subscribe our YouTube channel and share this with a friend. It really means the world to Ron and I, but more importantly, it could help change the life of someone else. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next episode.